Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Ooh, look at it steaming. It's kind of chilly in here today. Today's high is only going to be 56 degrees, and the rest of the week is going to be in the 50s. And it's going down into the 40s at night. Summer left and slammed the door behind her. So actually we had a really pleasant summer. It wasn't super hot. We didn't have tons and tons of rain. It was very pleasant. Yeah, look at that steam. Wow. So anyway, today I'm having some not decaf coffee. It's an Aldi's coffee pod from it's vanilla creme brulee, and it's really good. It was one of their specialty coffees. Should have bought a couple more, but I didn't. Since I'm on a low spend, I'm trying not to spend too much money on food and groceries because I have what I need so far. So we'll see how long it lasts. I don't want to deplete my stash. Ooh, that looks so tasty, doesn't it? Nice steamy hot cup of coffee. Well, let's put some creamer in it. And this bottle is almost gone, but I have more. And then my daughter, when she picked up my prescription the other day, she bought me another bottle of chocolate creamer, which was really sweet of her. I have really nice, good kids. They're not kids anymore. They're adults. I can't even say they're young adults. They're getting to be towards middle age. I can only imagine my mom at 94 going, "Oh my God, my daughter is 73. I guess it's all relative. To me, they're still kids. They'll always be my babies. So that's just the way it goes when you're a mom. All right, let's give this a taste. Cheers. Very tasty, but it could use a little more cream. Might as well finish it up. All right. So I have plenty of cream to last me through the month. It'll probably last me through part of next month too, which is good. Gosh, I can't believe before we know it, we'll have Thanksgiving coming around. But let's not hurry things along. Enjoy each day as it comes, and don't keep wishing for, I wish it was summer, I wish it was winter, whatever your favorite season is, and enjoy the season that's in front of you. Now, I always thought winter is not my favorite season. It never has been, even as a kid. But I always thought I should take up some winter sport, and then maybe I would like winter better. Well, that ship has kind of sailed. I'm not going to take up skiing or, ice skating or any of those things now. But I could go walking in the winter. One thing that I really did enjoy, at one point in my life, my neighbor and I owned a horse together, and his name was Apache. He was a Palomino, beautiful big horse. He was gorgeous, and we would share the boarding cost. So I used to go down in the metro parks and ride him in the snow, not when it was snowing, but it had snowed, and it was just beautiful. And that is really the only time that I can say that I enjoyed the winter, was when I could ride Apache down in the metro parks. And that was pleasant. That was really pleasant. But she ended up buying my half of the horse. I don't know if it was the front or the back, because it just got to be too expensive. So she bought me out, and then, of course, she took care of him. So anyway, that was my story of Apache, the Palomino. And I often wonder what happened to him. I'm sure he's long gone because that was many, many years ago. And he was already, I think it was 15 at that time. Now, horses can live to be, 30 plus years if they're well taken care of. So, but he was a nice, really nice horse. He wasn't mean or, so I used to go into the barn, and you have to clean out their hooves because if you don't, of course they do their mess in the stall and they step in it. So you have to take a pick and clean out their hooves, and then you have to brush them. And, it was just really, I really, really enjoyed having a horse. Now, my daughter talks about getting a horse on her property. She has 7 acres, so there'd be enough room. And they used to have horses on her property before they bought it. They have an old dilapidated barn back there. It's just a small one. But she would like to get a horse someday, and my granddaughter absolutely loves horses. So I always did too when I was a kid. So anyway, there's another little slice of my life. Have any of you ever owned a horse or some other animal? Goats, pigs, whatever. So, all right, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee and before it stops steaming. And I will meet you at the budget book in a little bit. All right, here we are back at my budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed home. So my house now has a new roof, at least the main part of the house. We still have the dining room roof still needs to be put on. And since I live in an attached cluster, they're attached at the garage. My best friend owns the house next door, and we've been best friends for, 45, 46 years. So since our garages are attached, they still need to do that too. So I imagine they'll be working another week on the roof, and then after that, they'll put in my new window. So I'm happy that's all getting done finally. It seems like it's been a long journey and a long saga, and it's caused some anxiety because I really don't want to shell out all that money, but it needed to be done. So sometimes you just have to do certain things and kind of figure it out as you go. But I always like to have a plan B and a plan C in case plan A doesn't work out, because a lot of times plan A doesn't work out. So, look at Edison and Dyson and how many plans they had before they were finally successful. So don't throw in the towel if there's something that you really, really want. Just keep plugging away at it, and you'll get there eventually after probably a lot of trials and tribulations. But I just love when things work right the first time. You have this idea in your head, and then it goes on to paper sometimes, and then it actually materializes. And I'm a big believer in visualization and manifesting. I'm a big believer in that. I really think throughout my life, since the bigger part of my life is in the rearview mirror, a lot of the things that I wanted and desired have manifested into reality. And I've always sort of been a fan of that process. So anyway, I don't have any plans to go anywhere today. So I don't plan on spending any money either. I do have a prescription that needs to be picked up, but I can wait till Monday for that because This is the first time in my life that I've ever forgotten to renew my driver's license. So it's not like way overdue since my birthday was in September, but I've never done that before. I guess because everything was just so crazy. I just totally didn't even look at the date it needed to be renewed. So I'll have to put on some makeup and do my hair on Monday and go get my driver's license renewed. So anyway, that's it for the budget today. Not much going on. So far, so good for October. Now next week, on Thursday, I think it is, a good friend of mine asked if we could have breakfast. And of course I said yes. But the place we go is not very expensive. It's always under $10 when I go. So you can't just not have any fun at all. You know, I'm not going to go out to any big expensive dinners or anything like that. But, you know, meeting a friend for breakfast or even a coffee is a nice thing to do. And, it kind of changes things up a little bit and you don't feel so deprived. So, but, honestly, I'm not feeling deprived at all. I have a goal in mind. And with me fulfilling that goal, one step at a time, it actually makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I have some control over the things, at least financially, that are going on. Now, you don't always have control because things come up that just kind of blindside you. But, when you don't have that, at least relish in the time where you do have control over things. So all right, well, that's my little budget chat for the day, and I've got lots of food to choose from in the fridge since I cooked up some things ahead. So we'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I'm not sure. I hope you are all having a good day, and I'll be back in a little bit. In this bowl, I have a lot of spices. I'm going to make some meat-like oat patties this morning. So if you can't afford sausage or meat, try a plant-based meat, not meat. So I'm just going to quickly go over what's in here, and then I will leave it in the description box below what all is in here. So in here is 2 teaspoons sugar. You can also use agave, 2 teaspoons onion powder, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon sage, 1 teaspoon parsley flakes, 1/8 of a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of ground rosemary, 1/8 of a teaspoon marjoram, 1/8 of a teaspoon black pepper, and 1/8 of a teaspoon seasoned salt. So I know those are a lot of spices, but oatmeal really has no flavor on its own, not much anyway. So those are the spices that I'm going to put in, and I'm combining recipes that I found online. This also has 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground fennel in it. If you don't like fennel, leave it out, or you can use like 1/4 of a teaspoon of the fennel seeds. Just crush them up a little bit. So I'm going to make some oat sausages. I'm going to make patties. In the pan here, I have 2 cups of water, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And I put all the seasonings in with that, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. All right, I'm going to boil the water with the spices and the oil, and what else was there? Soy sauce. I'm going to boil that. And when that comes to a boil, I'm going to add half a cup of You can use pecan meal. I'm using walnut meal. And then I'm going to use 2 cups of oatmeal. This is quick oats. And I'm going to cook that till it's done. And then I'm going to let it cool. So that's all there is to the ingredients. I know it's a lot of spices, but you can add whatever spices you like. You can pre-make your sausage spice mix. That way you'll have it all ready whenever you want to make some oat patties. All right, I'll be back. So here's the mixture, and just cook it on low until it's done, and then let it cool. It's going to be very thick. The nuts add some protein to it. If you want, you can add some red pepper flakes to it as well if you like a spicier sausage. Or you can add some apple if you like an apple sausage. You can add some liquid smoke, which I think I'm going to do. In fact, I have some apple liquid smoke that I'm going to add to the mixture. So this will be to taste. You can add half a teaspoon, whatever you like, or just a few drops. And then just let that cook, and it'll give it a nice smoky flavor. And then you want to let this cool. And that's all there is to it. Once you get it cooking and all the spices mixed up, it goes pretty quick. All right, I let everything cool off until it was cool, not warm anymore. And then I made it all into patties. Now at this point you could freeze it, put some parchment paper in between, and then you can cook them as you need them. I'm going to bake a couple of them, and I'm going to do a couple in the frying pan and see which ones I like better. And I'll let you know. So if you don't have money for meat and you want a meat-like plant-based alternative, this is a very good choice, and they're very tasty. All right, I'll be back once I get these cooked up. All right, well, here is my brunch. A baked oatmeal sausage and a fried one and a fried egg. So let me give these sausages a try, and I'll let you know which one I like better. So this is the fried one. It's really good. Now let me try the baked one. That one's still hot. Just came out of the oven. That's good too. I think the fried one, because sausage is greasy, I think I like the fried one better, but the baked one is really good too. And then this is a potato that I cooked the other day, and I just took half of one and fried it up. So that is my brunch for today. So give these sausage patties a try if you want to go more towards plant-based. Even if you're a meat eater, I mean, it's a good substitute. Does it taste exactly like sausage? No, of course not, but it has a really, really good taste. So there you go. I'm going to eat my brunch, and I'll be back. So we got some donations going on here. This is my daughter. We're at Goodwill. it all goes. That's my girl, getting rid of all her stuff. We're going to be headed over to Costco. I'm going to get an extra bag of dog food for this stash. All right, well, back from Costco. Costco was a total bust. I couldn't believe it's the first time ever they've been out of our dog food. Now, they had other dog foods, but very small selection. So I don't know if it was because it's a Saturday and they were sold out. I don't know. But I wanted to get an extra bag of dog food so that maybe I wouldn't have to go to Costco next month. But that didn't happen, so I didn't spend any money at all today, which is a good thing. Maybe the universe was trying to tell me, get back on track. So, cheers. I'm finishing my morning coffee now. Even though it's afternoon. So, my sausage patties turned out really good. I think they're better than the Morning Star and also the Beyond sausage. That's just my opinion. I think they're better. So I would definitely make those again. I have enough for quite a few meals now, depending on if I eat 1 or 2 sausages. And like I said, I do like the mouth feel of the fried ones a little better than the baked ones. But you can also bake them and freeze them and then just quickly fry them in a little tiny bit of oil just to give them more of a sausage-like feel. But I froze some that I didn't cook, and I'm going to freeze quite a few of the ones I baked. I only fried 2, so I have 1 left that I'll just eat, and they'd be great on a sandwich as a substitute for a burger. They'd be good. So give those a try, you know, if you're struggling. Boy, I look like I have green hair, don't I? That's weird. I don't have green hair. But, you know, if you're struggling and you don't have the money to buy meat, I mean, oatmeal's cheap. I think you can probably use any kind of nut meal. I combined several different plant-based recipes and tweaked it to my taste. So, like I said, I'm going to put my recipe in the description box below, and then you can tweak it to your heart's desire. So I was also going to make some plant-based luncheon meat today, but I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that. I like sandwiches, and right now I don't have anything on sandwiches unless I do like chicken strips or something like that. But I kind of have a taste for a luncheon meat kind of plant-based thing. And I've made those before, and they turned out really good. But I have some tofu I want to use up for that. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. In a way, I'm glad I didn't spend anything today, but I did order a birthday gift for my daughter, and I'll show you that when it arrives. And I did get a good deal on that. I ordered it on Amazon. So I'm trying to keep my Amazon account to a very minimal. I still have a couple payments for the recliner chair that I bought, and I like that chair. It's nothing fancy. The thing I like about it is it's small, and it doesn't have a big footprint in my living room. It's not like one of these big overstuffed chairs. I was looking for a small one, and the mechanism of it works great. I've taken many naps in there since I got it, so I would definitely buy that chair again because it wasn't expensive at all. So, all right, my friends, well, continuing on with the no spend, I'm not going to count my daughter's birthday gift until her birthday. I'll just put a red X on her birthday because I haven't gotten it yet. So for now, I'm just going to count today as a no spend. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.